Welcome back to Tallinn, the capital of Estonia, the capital of European shooting of this week, as we have the European Championships of the 10 meter for under 16 and under 18 years of age here in the Kalev Sports Hall. My name is Adam Dobos and I'll be your commentator for this and the upcoming finals of this great competition. Now, the scheduled at 5 of the local time, a rifle solo under 18 years of age women final. We will begin with the bronze medal match of this solo style event. It's the brand new event created by the European Shooting Confederation, which consists of 2 qualification stages and the final stage divided into bronze and a gold medal match. We already finished the under 16 years of age final before. Now we will go with under 18 years of age, so the athletes will be a little bit older, but still very young and not that much experienced as we used to see on the international competitions. Usually when juniors compete with themselves, they are at the maximum of 21 years of age, usually closer to the maximum age are qualified to the finals and to the medal matches. Here they have a chance to compete with themselves, with athletes of the same age, which is very great for them, as they can go with having new experience just to be more prepared for the upcoming careers of them. Tekla is here, our announcer, and we can proceed with the presentation of the athletes, starting with the bronze medal match. On firing point B, we will see athlete representing Hungary, Csilla Ferik. Soon she will appear together with her coach. Csilla Ferik, the 2024 Junior World Championships participant and the 2 times bronze medalist of the 2023 European Championships that took place here in Tallinn. And on firing point C, representing Poland, Julia Rochowska, together with her coach Grzegorz Pietrzyk. They will compete against each other in this bronze medal match. Of course, officials, jury members, Marila Dusz and Miko Tosi, and the chief range officer who will take care of all timing and all of the procedures of this final. If you followed the previous final of the yesterday's finals, you remember that now they begin with the 5 minutes of preparation sighting time, and that will be followed by match firing. Csilla Ferik from Hungary on the right side on our screen, and Julia Rochowska from Poland on the left side of the screen. In the qualification round, they both actually had 50 match shots scored with the hit or miss basis. As we can see, the best 8 athletes kept in the 37 hits. To qualify to the bronze medal match, it was required to have 38 and 39 hits. And for the upcoming gold medal match, the 40 hits was the limit to qualify. And the winner of the qualification round, Anastasia Zhivkovic, scored 43 hits, which is a new European record, and the accuracy of the 86%. The preparation and sighting time began. Now athletes for the next 5 minutes will prepare their positions, will adjust their sights, adjust their positions, just to be in the middle of the target while preparing their positions and aiming at the final stage of every repetition. Csilla Ferik from Hungary, as we can see, without any cap on their heads, so the the light they are coming from up is not disturbing her. Matthias Suchak from Hungary will be watching closely all her movements so that they can afterwards speak about the final and maybe get some improvements for the next events. Julia Rochowska from Poland, she decided not to use the glove in the standing position. And Grzegorz Pietrzyk also watching closely everything she's making. We will see him in both finals, as in the gold medal match there is also athlete from Poland. So that will be busy hour for him, and maybe with a lot of tension watching all the performance of his athletes. Marie Ladouche, jury in charge from France. She will keep track of every bad decision of of athletes, if they will make a too early loading or they would make any mistakes or disregard to the existing rules. And the Chief Range Officer, Kaur Laumira, as mentioned, he will keep track of all the timings, all the commands, and the procedure of the final. Just as before, just as I said, we have two individual events of this during this competition. In this air rifle solo event, in all air rifle events, we are using a rifle with the maximum weight of 5.5 kilograms, and the bullseye is just the tip of the pen with the half of the millimeter. In this type of final, in the solo event, we are making a hit-miss basis to make the classification of athletes. The 10.3 is the limit they wish to get in every shot to have a hit, and in the final they want to reach 12 hits as soon as possible, as it will grant them winning of the medal match. There is no restriction with the trigger pull in our rifle events. In 10 and 50 meters we can make this as a joint rule, and the rifle needs to be loaded every single time. There are no magazines. They have to put down the rifle, reload it, and prepare the position once again. This is the first edition of the under 16 and under 18 years of age competition in the whole world, I think. You can join us on Instagram and Facebook to watch all the pictures made by our media officers and everybody who is responsible to promote this competition on Facebook and on Instagram of the European Shooting Confederation. There are all the victory ceremonies pictures, and also all the if anything happened during the whole event, then we can see some special situations taken into the pictures. If you wish to see the previous finals or the previous competitions, you can already see and watch. Everything is recorded on our social medias, and of course for the upcoming competitions of the European Championships in beginning of the March in Croatia, or European Championships in Châteauroux of France during the summertime. It will all be covered, and all the streams will be available to see on the ESC social medias. Sighting shots is almost finished. Cilla Ferik from Hungary against the Julia Rochowska of Poland, competing here on the Kalev Sports Hall in Tallinn of Estonia for the bronze medal match and the bronze medal of the European Championships. Now the first round begins. Let's see how the very first shot of the final if would be happy for athletes, if they would be lucky. Not this time.
So,
2 misses,
as I told you before, silence
which is not a
doesn't
big
matter
surprise for
for
me for the
athletes.
initial shot of the
Let's have a
final,
look at them. Don't you forget
even though
about it.
maybe they were
That is
perfectly
it.
prepared in the
After one shot, zero
preparation and
answer.
sighting time. The first match shot is always a big
For the
thing
next
for
shot,
every athlete,
competition shot, load,
as all of them are using the
set,
special jackets, special trousers, the shooting shoes, even with or without the glove. From the outside perspective, it's sometimes very hard to see any movement or if it's actually anything happened to the athletes. But inside of their heads, there is happening a
set.
lot of things.
See,
In
and
this
that's
round,
it,
Julia
review.
Rochowska with the first hit,
Rokovska! After two
which
shots,
means
1
she
to
takes a lead in this
0. Here
final
comes Polishati.
with just a 1 point right now.
For the next
But that's
competition
just the
shot,
beginning.
load,
Let's see how fast this final will go, how
set,
dynamic we will see the next rounds. For the first edition of the European Championships for such young age categories, it gathered over 260 athletes, which is pretty good
set.
result for the very first time.
25 double ace
28
for
countries entered
Rokovska.
their
So
athletes
after 3
from
shots,
the whole
1 to
Europe.
0 in
We saw
favor of
athletes from
Rokovska.
Spain, from
For the next competition shot,
from Greece,
load,
from Poland, as far as we can see in the final,
set,
actually, and everyone wishes to get the very first medal in such a young age. Round number 4, their score is still 1 point for Trochowska and no points for Ferik. Another miss for Trochowska and another miss for Ferik. The
set.
score stays the same
Miss again.
with just
Here's
1
the
point of
system for
advantage
Ferik
of
Rokovska.
Trochowska.
It's on 10.3. So after 4 shots, 1 to 0 in favor of Rokovska. For the next competition shot, load,
There are many tries and initiatives to promote the shooting sport among the
set,
whole world and the Europe itself. And for the last years, the European Shooting Confederation, especially with President Mr. Alexander Ratner on top of the board, the whole team of the European Shooting Confederation is working hard to promote the shooting sport, especially among the youngest athletes. As we can see now, both of them with
so
hits.
there you go.
Julia
And it
Rochowska
was the
still
entire
in the lead.
round. It's a double hit. 2 to
There were
1.
many
Right shots to
speeches,
Rokovska.
many
For the
occasions to
next
share
competition
their
shot,
thoughts with
load,
coaches from all over the Europe. The national federations
set,
put their ideas as well to the European Shooting Confederation, and they decided to fund this kind of competition. And that's just one of many positive changes that was implemented under the leadership of Mr. Alexander Ratner. Another round and another 2 hits for both
set.
Rochowska and
Second
Chila,
double hit. Here we
which means
go.
that,
3
that
to
Julia
2
Rochowska
in
is
favor
still
of
in the lead with
Rokovska.
1 point margin ahead of Ferik, with
For
the
the next
scores of
competition
3
shot,
for Rochowska and
load,
2 for Ferik. This is the
set,
second individual event we have during these championships. The second one was the ESC Challenge, which was fully covered by the European Shooting Confederation sponsor. All athletes participating in these championships could take part in the ESC Challenge for free to claim the
so
medals of the
third double
European
hit.
Championships.
Again. 4
The
to
third time in a
3.
row,
So
both
in favor of
athletes with hit,
Rokovska.
scoring a
For the next
10.3
competition
or
shot,
above.
load,
Julia Rochowska still in lead, just 1 point of advantage.
set,
Chila Ferik is doing her best to get a tie and maybe to get into the leading position. But let's see how the shot number 8 will look like. There is a green light for Chila and a red light for Julia, which means we have a tie. As I think this would be Chila Ferik got her 4 point, which means both athletes now with 4 points on the scoreboard. And that's the 4th point in a row scored by Chila Ferik. She's now in a great streak. And probably if this will continue to go, I think coach from Poland will try to take a timeout just to make this streak finish. Round number 9. Two shots made in almost the same moment. And we have a 1 point for Chila Ferik. And she, for the first time in this final, she took the lead with 5 points in total now, all scored in a row. Now Julia Rochowska is the one who's chasing her opponent on the race until 12 points. If you watched the previous under-16 gold medal match final, we saw a lot of movement going on with these athletes. They seem to be more like a sculpture, not moving at all and just making all the efforts with their eyes and the triggering finger. In the meantime, Chila Ferik scored another time in a row. She already has 6 points now. She gets closer to the finish line with this round. Now we have the shot number 11. Still waiting for any timeout from any of the coaches. Chila Ferik with the miss, and Julia Rochowska also missing the middle of the target. It might have been 10 after all, but if it was a 10.2, it's still a miss. Even if it's an inner 10 in our regular type of shooting, here the 10.2 means nothing. It means 0 for an athlete. The same hit-miss basis was in the qualification round. First they had 30 shots of the qualification round, and the best 16 athletes qualified to the second round with another 20 shots just to be on the top of the ranking to qualify for the medal matches. Chila Ferik with another hit, while Julia Rochowska misses the center zone of the target. And we have that expecting timeout. It could be taken one shot before, but Grzegorz Pietrzak decided to take it right now when the scores are with the 7 points. Chila Ferik on top of the ranking list. Julia Rochowska 3 points behind her with 4 points in total. They seemed relaxed. Maybe Grzegorz is telling her one of his jokes just to make her more relaxed. I see that Chila is also smiling, which means they make the tactics to help them relax with some words of appreciation and something that to cheer them up. The timeout is finished. A little break to take a couple of breaths between the shots, and the final continues. It's a round number 13. 7 points for Ferik, 4 points for Rochowska. The gap is getting bigger. It might be hard for Julia to get the remaining points, but let's see. The Chila misses and Julia wins this round, having a hit, while Chila misses the target, the center of the target. So it means that the difference is decreasing to 2 points, still in favor of Chila Ferik. She is all the time a leader of this bronze medal match.
Start.
And who's there? That's the Lynx Ilu, the mascot of the European Championships, the symbol of the whole Estonia. If we look back in the history, why Ilu is the mascot of this competition, you must know that in 1937,
Stop.
Team Estonia won their first gold medal of the World Championships, and the Estonian team was presented with a little cub of lynx, and was the first animal of the Tallinn Zoo and become a symbol of the whole Estonian country. So now it's also a symbol of the European Championships. We can see the head of the lynx in the logo of our competition. Shot number 15. The score are still 7-5. Cilla Ferric in the lead. The 20 seconds was enough for both of them to take a shot, and Julia Rochowska hit the center zone of the target. So she made the difference to only 1 point right now. She's very, very close to Cilla Ferric. She has now 7 points, Julia Rochowska with 6 points. And it seems like the final will go until the very end of the very small difference between both athletes. Shot number 16. Cilla Ferric with a miss. And will Julia Rochowska use this opportunity to tie the score? No, not this time. Both misses their 10.3 hit zone, which means the scoring are the same. 7 points for Ferric and 6 points for Rochowska after 16 shots for now. And the shot number 17. For now we are on time with all the scheduled finals. Yesterday the pistol finals were taking a bit too long, as some medal matches had to have 30 or more shots to conclude. But as I said yesterday, we are having a competition on the closed final hole, which means that we can even shoot in the night, because the outer lighting is not necessary. We have all the light in the hole. It seems like we have a little problem with targets. It's for sure not a big problem, but the scores were not shown on the scoreboard. We just need to wait a couple of seconds so that our technicians will resolve the issue. The jury member will now inspect what's going on. We just need a couple of seconds to continue. They will update the scoring manually, and we will continue with the shot number 18. It happens from time to time, as we are using electronic targets which are made with a Swiss precision, we could say, as the Swiss company is founded in the Switzerland, and those are the only targets that have a certification for the Olympic Games, and they are widely used among all international competitions for the ISSF and for the European Shooting Confederation. And it's declared by our announcer that 1 point was scored by Julia Rochowska, which will be granted soon, I hope, with her point on the scoreboard. And as soon as it will be updated, we will continue with our competition. Seems like the break would be a little bit longer than expected, as the chief range officer allowed athlete to make a dry fire aiming, which means they can continue to dry fire. They can continue to make aiming exercises in the meantime while the issue is being resolved. Seems like a little misunderstanding from one of the athletes. She mistakenly make a shot with the gas, which is usually counted during the competition as a zero value, but in this moment there is no penalty for her as far as I can see from the field of play, as she just didn't understand the proper command. I really don't know why she continued with shooting with her gas. She should change to dry fire or just wait without doing anything at all. Don't know why she still keeps trying. While she can make only aiming exercises instead of pulling the trigger. But we must say, all of the athletes, even if they have experience and have been participants of the World or European Championships, they are still very, very young and without much of experience. So they can make mistakes. All athletes can make mistakes, and we are all learning with every competition we are taking part of. This is also something new that athletes need to adapt, that problems can occur with, especially with the technology and electronic targets. But I see on the scoreboard that the 1 point is given to Rochowska, just as juries declared. And I bet they will just now continue with another shot. If only technicians are ready. Yes, there is another command. So shot number 18 will now proceed without any further breaks. 7 points for both athletes. Cilla Feryk and Julia Rochowska on the same page, in the same distance to the limit of 12 hits that will grant one of them with the bronze medal. It seems that the issue, even if it was resolved for the previous shot, it still happens without, it's not something that's unexpected for athletes. Maybe we will now change to the old style way of having a shooting competitions. So we will put manually all the scores by judges. And as far as I can see on the scoreboard, all of you can see it now on top of above the athletes. On the 18th shot, both athletes scored a hit. So it's 8 points for Feryk and 8 points for Rochowska. And I think they are now, all the juries, together with the technical delegate, Mr. Robert Ferenczak, they are deciding whether to continue with this style of giving points just to make the final until the end, or will they give all hope that the technology will take care of it. Shot number 19. We have a tie of 8 points, so 4 more points is required by any of an athlete. And here's the graphics, but the scores are from the previous 2 or 3 shots. It seems. Oh, now it seems that the scoring is proper for like before the shot. This shot. We don't know. We don't know the result. We know Rochowska with a hit.
In favor of Hungarian athletes.
Or not.
Load.
It's Cila Ferik who scored in the previous shot, which means she's back in the lead with 9 points. Rochowska 1 point behind, and the shot number 20 is now going on. I can see from the backseat of the shooting range that they are during the aiming, and both of them already took a shot. Let's wait for the juries to declare the points.
It's a double hit.
And it seems that both athletes scored 1 point in this round. So Cila Ferik is still in the lead with just 1 point margin ahead of Julia Rochowska after these 20 shots. For Ferik, that's the 50% of accuracy, a way less than she had in the qualification round. As in the qualification round, she has total of 39 points, which means that was the 78% of accuracy. The shot number 21, it's a 10 for Ferik and 9 for Rochowska. Let's wait for both athletes to take a shot. Stop command was given. Juries approach athletes declaring the points. And it seems that Julia Rochowska scored a hit, and thanks to that, both of them with 10 points, and we have a tie. The coach from Hungary decided to take a timeout, even though there was some little break in this bronze medal match. Still, they wanted to give a little break for athletes, some little advices how to behave in such a different situation than usual. And the bronze medal match continues. The 22nd shot. It's a tie at a level of 10. 2 points, 2 hits are required for both of them to claim the gold medal. They are all at the same distance. 2 shots were taken, command stop given. Let's wait for the announcement. Miss from Poland and miss from Hungary. So the scoring of 10 points for both athletes stays the same. The distance is alike, and both of them are on with the same probability of winning the bronze medal match. But sports is not only of the techniques, but the probability, the luck of athletes is also important. Both of them can become a bronze medalist of the European Championships. The shot number 23. There's a hit from Hungary and a miss from Poland. That means the point number 11 is given to Cila Ferik from Hungary, and she is now just one step close to win the bronze medal. Julia Rochowska needs to hit the target next time, wishing for a bad luck of Cila Ferik. I believe she's now only focused on what she is doing, not caring much what's going on the left side of her. Let's wait for the decision. Let's wait for the final announcement. Will it be the last shot of the bronze medal match? Hungary miss. And Poland with the hit. Julia Rochowska made her best And again, we have a tie, now at the level of 11 points for both athletes. And that means that the next 25th shot may conclude the whole bronze medal match. And both of them can win right now. They can also have another tie, while if both of them would hit or both of them would miss target. Let's wait 40, maximum 40 seconds left. One shot was already taken. It looks, from my perspective, like it's in the middle of the target. But the official announcement needs to be taken. Shot is over. What are the scores? And the chief range officer gave the command to unload, which means the final is finished. And by just a margin of 1 point, the bronze medal winner is athlete from Hungary, Csilla Ferik. She is now on our screen. It's good to see both of them happy and congratulating each other. And Julia Rochowska from Poland, the 4th place of the European Championships. That's the greatest success of her in her short career, and hopefully for the next competitions she will have another opportunities to get new experience in the final parts of events. That was the bronze medal match. Stay tuned for the gold medal match, as it will begin as soon as possible, as soon as the targets will be ready for the next round.
So, as you can see, we're still not going ahead with our wonderful bronze and gold medal matches. The reason is we have a little bit of technical problem, which we try to sort it out, and we are connected to Switzerland, and we are really working hardly on it. But the last medal match was a bronze medal match for 10-meter air rifle under 18 women solo event. Who win the bronze medal? Who win the bronze medal in this last one?
The girl from Poland, I'm not sure. Julia. I don't know what the. No, wait, no, the other one. Ferik. Celia Ferik from Hungary.
Yes, good job. Thank you very much. Remembering for both of the athletes, and actually. Who will take the gold? Is it gonna be me?
Anastasia!
Anastasia, you have quite supporters here. So, we have a request here. Mike is yours.
Hi. Hello. I don't know what to say. I wanted to hear my voice on the loudspeakers. Yeah. Thank you.
Dream come true. You heard yourself on the loudspeaker in Estonia, in a huge Kalev sport hall. What a achievement. Yeah, I love it too. So, who's going to be the opponent of Anastasia? Who's the opponent in the gold medal match? Who's the opponent? Let me help you. We have from Poland, Kamila Lutowska. Do we have some Polish friends here? Yes. So, please support your Kamila. You can even say in your own language supporting words.
Dawaj Kamila, rozwal ją.
Would you translate it to?
Let's go Kamila.
Good, thank you. Dawaj goes also? Thank you for your patience. We're still working on the problem. Oh, it's getting even worse. No, I'm just kidding. We're getting closer. We will give you information as soon as we already have something. General information, there's a bit of change with the awarding ceremony for under 16 and 18 women air rifle solo event. It will be held together with the male shooters. So we're gonna have the awarding ceremony, all of them, right after all finals.
Thank you for your patience and apologies for the delay we have here on the shooting range. It seems like the technical difficulties are a little bit more complicated than we thought it would be. The technicians are trying to do their best to prepare the targets for the upcoming gold medal match. It was already announced that the victory ceremony of the under 16 years of age solo event that finished before will be held together with the male victory ceremony after we finished all of the finals. We are still waiting for the range to be prepared for the gold medal match, and hopefully we will start soon and we could together see the performance of Anastasia Zivkovic and Kamila Lutowska in the gold medal match of the 10-meter air rifle solo under 18 women final and the next upcoming male finals of the under 16 and under 18 years of age solo events. The organizing committee just shared with me the updated information about the situation on the field of play, and it seems that technical delegate is taking decision. They are still under discussion, but probably the remaining finals will be moved to the qualification range, which which targets are actually at that moment online. So probably in some time we'll rearrange the final hall into the qualification hall, and we will continue with the remaining finals. Apologies for all the delays, but that's the situation that can happen everywhere, and we have to take care of it so that all other finals can be continued. Just stay tuned, and soon we will continue with the gold medal match of the 10-meter air rifle solo under 18 years of age women event.
Ladies and gentlemen, we gonna move our final to the qualificational hall, firing point 33 and 34. So please join us at the qualificational hall. We still need some time to set up everything, but we gonna continue with the gold medal match for under 18 women's 10-meter air rifle solo, consisting Serbian and Polish athletes Anastasia Zivkovic and Kamila Lutovska at the qualificational hall, firing point 33 and 34. Please join us. So that was the physical educational hour for you, dear audience, because our final hole is ready.
We have a good news. The good news is our final hall is back online, which means we can continue with the gold medal match. So the decision of switching the ranges needs to be rearranged again. And let's wait for athletes to bring the equipment. And right after that, we will go with the gold medal match procedure.
Shoot the mask, it will be more fun.
The technical delegate just accepted the range. It means that it's working properly. So just in a few seconds, we'll start with presentation of the gold medal match athletes. Everything now should work properly. And all the scorings should be visible on our range scoreboard.
Range is ready for the gold medal match. Athletes to the line.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the European Championship Tallinn 2025 Under 18 10-meter air rifle women gold medal match.
And we are back on the
At firing
Tallinn's
point D, please
capital of
welcome,
Estonia, the shooting
representing
range
Serbia,
in the Kalev Sports Hall. We go with the 10-meter air rifle solo under 18
by her coach, Ivan
women
Marmelovic.
final, the gold medal match stage.
Her
On the firing
opponent
point
will
D,
be on
athlete
firing
representing
point E,
Serbia, Anastasia
representing
Živkovic,
Poland, Kamila
with her coach Ivan
Ludowska.
Manojlovic, and
Followed by her
on the
coach,
firing point
Grzegorz
representing Poland,
Pietrzyk.
Kamila Lutowska, together with her coach Grzegorz Pietrzyk. A quick reminder with the juries in charge,
Our jury members,
Marie Ladouche
Miss
and
Marie Ladouche
Mikko
from
Taussi.
France, Mikko Taussi
They
from
worked really
Finland,
hard for last 20 or 30 minutes to bring back the range,
our chief range officer today,
so it's back
Kalle
online and we can
Laurimaa
continue
from Estonia.
with our finals. There was a
We wish you a pleasant gold medal
hotline
match and good luck.
between our shooting range technicians and the
Athletes to the
Switzerland
line.
technical crew that helped to resolve the issue, and thanks to that we can continue, and hopefully those athletes are still well prepared and warmed up for this gold medal match. Anastasia Żywkowicz from Serbia on our right side on the screen, and Kamila Lutowska from Poland on the left side of the screen. Soon we will start with the preparation sighting time. After the qualification round, Anastasia Żywkowicz scored total of 43 hits, which is a new European record. Her accuracy in the qualification round was 86%, pretty impressive. Ivan Manojlovic is very happy with this score, I believe,
5
and
minutes
wishes
preparation and
her
sighting
all the
time.
good stuff
Start.
so she can achieve the gold medal of the European Championships.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And Kamila
and the
Lutowska
way
of
we're
Poland
waiting
with
for
40
this
hits in total in the
5-minute
qualification
preparation
round.
and sighting time to
That was the
hear my voice
80% of
and
accuracy.
hear about our wonderful athletes in the
Grzegorz
gold
Pietrzyk
medal
already
match.
covered
At
the
firing point
previous
B,
bronze medal
we
match, and now
have
he's
Anastasia
watching
Żywkowicz.
all the
She's
actions from the
16
first
years
row
old, already
in
3
this
years
gold
in
medal
shooting
match.
sports, and her hobbies
The
is
preparation and sighting
singing
time begin.
and
Now athletes
watching and
for
making
next
art.
5 minutes
Favorite
have
singer
time to
Frank
adjust their
Ocean.
sights, to adjust their
Her
position,
opponent
just to
at
be
firing point E,
perfectly in the
Kamila
middle of the
Lutowska.
targets
She's
while
also
having
16 years
the
old,
aiming
already her
process.
7th year in
And we
sport
will see
shooting.
effects of
She
this
likes to
aimings
dance
by
and sing.
the representation of
Her
target on
favorite
our
song
scoreboard
I
and
never
on
heard,
our
but maybe I
screens,
should.
when we
Shut
will
up
see
my
the
mouth
green light
darling.
next
Her
to the
favorite
names
food
and
is
nations
creamy
on
pasta.
our
And what
screen.
she
This will
learned
mean
about
that
Estonian
athletes
people that
scored
they take cold
a shot of a
showers.
value of 10.3 or above. That was calculated by
Now,
by the
how did
jury
they
committee of
ultimately
European Shooting
get
Confederation
into this
to
gold
be
medal match? They
the
went through
average
already today
value
2
that
qualificational
should make the
parts
final
for
interesting,
this solo event.
so that we
As
will
you
see
already know,
green
it's
and
a
red
hit
lights
and
representing
release
points,
event.
and the final
The hit
shall continue
value is
until any
10.3
of
or
those two
above.
athletes
So,
will reach
in
12 hits
qualificational
in
part
total.
1,
It may
each
last for
athlete
12
fired
shots, it
30
may
shots
get
in
60
a time
shots to
limit of
have
20
12 hits.
minutes. The best
We
16
will see how these athletes are
qualified
prepared.
for
According to the
qualificational part
qualification
2,
scores,
where
it
they
should be
had
quite easy for
additional
them.
20 shots in
As
a time
mentioned
limit
before, they
of
are using air
23
rifles with the
minutes.
maximum weight of
The score were
5.5 of
there,
kilogram,
and from
which is
there,
pretty heavy to be
the best
considered as a big
4
water
qualified
bottle to hold
for
up like
the medal
50
matches.
or 70 times,
Right now, you have the second
and
ranking Kamila
using it to
Lutowska with
hit the
40
small target,
shots,
which
40
bullseye is
hits,
just a half of
and
the millimeter,
Anastasia
which is
Żywkowicz
the tip of the
gave
pen,
43
and it's
hits
really hard
from
even to
50.
see
That's a
this tip
wonderful
from the distance of 10 meters. It's
shooting
actually
achievement.
non-visible to
So
the human
in
eye
this
without any
final,
scopes.
you're gonna see single shots in a
With
time
these
limit
air
of
rifles,
50 seconds.
the main part is the
The
gas
athlete who
cylinder
reaches
just below the
12
barrel,
hits for
which
the
is
first
filled with compressed
gonna
air
win the
that
gold
allowed
medal.
that
In
allows
case of
athletes
tie
to
at 12,
shoot
we're
about
gonna
100
just
shots
proceed with extra shots till the
plus
tie is
minus,
broken.
which are
I
thrown
remind the coaches
into
and the athletes,
the
in
small
this
rifle
final
target
you can
and the
ask
half of the
for
millimeter inner 10
timeout
with the maximum precision.
Time of 1 minute. Both
As you
the
saw
athletes
before,
and coaches can
and
use the
now
timeout of the opponent.
athletes are using special gear. You can watch
And
different types
no
of gear and
explained
different types of
but
equipment used
enthusiastic
on our social
support from the
medias,
audience is
on the
very
pictures and on
welcome.
the
So please
previous
clap
streams
your
of our
hands
finals
together
and
when
other
we
competitions.
have
Social
something
medias of
very
European Shooting
good
Confederation on
happening
Instagram and on
at
Facebook.
the
You can use
finals
this QR
hall.
code to find it easily and start following it if you are not yet having this on your social medias. And with this opportunity you can be updated with every single competition that is governed by the European Shooting Confederation and all the news during the international competitions like World Cups and World Championships. Whenever European athletes are claiming some medals, then you will be already very soon informed about it. Robert Ferenczak, the European Shooting Confederation technical delegate of this competition, not quite long ago, he had to make a decision to switch the shooting range, but thankfully all the computers are back online and we can
30
continue at
seconds.
our finals
Ladies and
hall
gentlemen,
range,
put your hands together for
well
Team
prepared
Serbia,
for this
Anastasia
competition.
Živković! Team
So that is all
Poland,
better for
Kamila
athletes, and it's also a better experience
Mordowska!
and a better memories for the athletes to compete on a special prepared final hall than on regular qualification wall. The pictures are better and it makes a better story in
Stop.
their memories. The preparation sighting time is finished. Now we'll go to competition shots. Anastasia Živković from Serbia and Kamila Lutowska of Poland, the winners of the qualification route, will now compete together in a duel until any of them reaches 12 points. Let's go with the first round. Anastasia took this shot really quickly, but it was a miss. Kamila takes some more time, and it's the hit. And now he is in charge of this final.
Hit for Poland, Lutowska! After one shot, one distance is
The value of her shot was more than 10.3 or equal to 10.3, which means she was granted with 1 point, one of the 12 she needs to claim the gold medal of the European
Start.
Championships. We're going with the second shot. As you can see, both athletes are using the similar glove on the left hand, but the style of holding the rifle is a bit different. It all depends on the individual needs of an athlete and the individual build of their forearm, so that they are using the best technique that
For the
helps
next
them
competition shot,
to reach the center of the
low.
targets as often as possible.
Start.
Second round with both targets scored as hits. So Kamila Lutowska still in the lead, 1 point of advantage with 2 points in total. We go with the shot number 3. Anastasia Živković with a hit in this round, and now we have a tie on a level of 2 points after 3 shots. So it all seems that this final
For the next competition shot,
will
low.
be we will see
Start.
the hits and misses like in the same moments for both athletes. They will fight until the very end, and probably as in the previous finals, we will see the final score of 11 against 11, and the next and another shot will decide for the medals. But for now, in shot number 4, Anastasia Živković with a miss, and Kamila Lutowska as well with the miss. So for now, 50% of accuracy within these 4 shots. They still have a tie on a level of 2.
Shot, low. Start.
just as in the previous finals of rifle, we see that athletes are using a blinder of a non-aiming eye. It's one of the techniques that sports shooters are using to keep both of their eyes open so that they have the best vision of the sights. Another shot with no hits for any of athlete. It's still tie at the level of 2 points. And we go with the shot number 6.
Start.
You see that both athletes are not moving at all while aiming. Their positions are perfectly prepared so that everything happens inside of their heads, and in this round both of them scored.
For the next
So the
competition
tie
shot,
is not
low.
broken, both athletes with 3 points after the 6th
Start.
shot. We see that Kamila is adjusting her position multiple times until she's ready to begin her aiming. Position of Anastasia is prepared much sooner, but the moment of shot is quite alike, and both athletes with a hit in this round, second time in a row, both scored, and the total score is now 4 points for Żywkovic and also 4 points for Lutowska.
Start.
As we can see, even the nails are perfectly prepared to match the color of the shooting jacket for Kamila. And they missed in this round.
Maybe fun for a nerve-wracking supporting. It's a miss from both athletes. So after each shot, it's still a tie.
They waited so long for this final round.
For the next
They had
competition shot,
a long break
low.
between the second part of qualification and now the gold medal match,
Start.
especially with this break between the bronze and gold medal match. As I said, this warm-up athletes usually do before the final. Because of this break, it might be a bit harder for them to hit the center of the target, but in series number 9 they showed their strength and both scored in the middle of the target in the hit zone. Both athletes
For
at
the
the
next
same
competition shot,
score with
low.
5 points. Anastasia Żywkovic of Serbia and Kamila Lutowska
Start.
of Poland. We go with the shot number 10. The audience is making their best to cheer up the athlete, or maybe to let them lose their focus. Seems like both of them
Stop.
are making their biggest efforts they can to hit a 10.3 or above, but in this time again,
For the next
none of
competition
them
shot,
scored a
low.
point. It's still 50% of accuracy at this
Start.
moment. It seems like none of them wants to finish this final very soon. Shot number 11. And we have a score by Anastasia Żywkovic, which means she is now in the lead of the final with just a margin of 1 point ahead of Kamila Lutowska. It's like a middle of the final,
For the
as
next competition shot,
we are
low.
waiting until 12 points is scored by any of the athlete,
Start.
which means that from now they are scoring just to hit to the 12 point in this race. Shot number 12, Anastasia Żywkovic with a miss in this round. Let's see the response of Kamila. It's also a miss, so nothing changes. It's still 6 points for Anastasia Żywkovic and 5 points for Kamila Lutowska. As mentioned before, this is the first time we have a dedicated competition for these age categories of under 16 and under 18 years of age. Usually we see juniors competing with themselves, which is a category until the 21 years of age. So it's the first time athletes under 16 and under 18 years can compete with themselves, not having to worry about older and more experienced athletes. The coach from Poland just took a timeout. That's the privilege for coaches and athletes during such formats of duels. For the next 1 minute, both coaches are allowed to speak with their athletes and to share some tips and their observation so that athletes may score better. And it's also a moment for a short break for both athletes to take some deep breaths and to restore their focus on the target, their focus, which is necessary to hit the target in the center zone, which is as a 10.3. It's not so easy to achieve in the normal situation for every athlete, and especially in such situation as a final with all the spectators, all the music and all the things that audience is making. Let's say to help them. They want to help them, but it's not always the loudness, it's not always the thing that helps athletes. But this time it worked. The coaching session was successful and both of them scored in this round. Anastasia Zivkovic now with 7 points and Kamila Lutowska with 6 points. As far as I checked the ISSF website, the best achievements of both athletes, I haven't found anything about Anastasia, but Kamila is already a participant of ISSF Junior World Championships and of the ESC European Championships of the previous year. So her experience is a little bit bigger than Anastasia, but it's Anastasia who is now in charge of the final with advantage of 2 points. She has now 8 points, while Kamila is only with 6 points, just behind her with the margin of 2 points. We see our mascot in the background, the lynx Ilu, the symbol of the Estonian nation and very close symbol to the Estonian shooting sport. Both athletes now scored. It means that we are getting closer to the conclusion of this final. Anastasia Zivko with 9 points, so only 3 points necessary to win the gold medal of the European Championships. But I bet that Kamila Lutowska will make a maximum effort to tie the scores and maybe to fight for the gold medal. The round number 17, Anastasia Zivko with a hit. And the response from Kamila is a miss, so the difference is increasing to 3 points right now. Anastasia Zivko with 10 points already, and it's very, very close to the end of the final. The safe distance of 3 points now. We see that Anastasia's accuracy is 59% at this stage of the final. She's scoring now in a row since last 4 shots. Shot number 18. It's a 10 points for Zivkovic and 7 points for Lutowska. And another hit for athletes from Serbia. Anastasia is on fire. We see 11 points for Anastasia Zivkovic and 8 points now for Kamila Lutowska. So another shot could decide of the gold medal of the 10-meter air rifle solo under 18 women event. The 3 points of the difference is the safe distance. Anastasia Zhivkovic can freely try 3 times without thinking about her rival, whether she hits or not. The more important is what Anastasia is making. Kamila Lutowska needs to hit the next round, but even if she hit when Anastasia would get a point, then it would be over. But the final still goes on. After 19th shot, Anastasia Zhivkovic with 11 points, and Kamila Lutowska scored in this round, only 2 points behind the leader of this gold medal match. So she did what she could the best in the previous round. Shot number 20. If Anastasia wants to win and claim the gold medal, she needs now or in the next round to hit the center of the target. If not, we will have a shoot-off. And Anastasia did it. With miss from Kamila Lutowska, we all know that the final is finished. The gold medalist is declared the winner of the 2025 European Championships, representing Serbia, Anastasia Zhivkovic. After a great final, after some disturbances between the rounds of the final, they finally got a chance to finish their event. And now, just a second to prepare athletes in the middle of field of play for the presentation.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the European Championship 2025 paddling under 18.
And the bronze medalist of the event, representing Hungary, Sheila Ferik. Next, silver medalist from Poland, Kamila Lutowska. And the winner, the new European champion, winner of the qualification and winner of the final, representing Serbia, Anastasia Zhivkovic. That's the end of this final. We see the final standing of the medalist. We are about 30 minutes late, as far as I can see in our schedule. So I believe that as soon as possible, the range will be ready for the upcoming air rifle men under 16 solo final, beginning with the bronze medal match, followed by the gold medal match. I bet all of the range officers and everyone on the range will do their best to continue with our finals as soon as possible. For now, stay tuned and see you on the next final. As I mentioned, air rifle solo under 16 years of age men final. Thank you very much.